Here, now you can start on the dishes, and then you can sweep the leaves up in the garden.
I sighed and began to wash the dishes.
What are you doing? Look, you left food stains on the plate. Can't you do anything right?
What has gotten into my mom tonight? She must have had a really bad day at work, and she isn't usually this mean. I finished off the dishes.
Oh, listen, do you want to come over to my house tonight? I have a party for my birthday.
Yeah, great, I'll be there. I put the phone.
There's nothing wrong with me. It's you, Luke. You're always so selfish. You never think of anyone but yourself.
I couldn't believe what she was saying. I was the least
Look how cheeky you're being to me now. Well, I'm not going to stand for this behavior from you. That's it. You're grounded.
What? No, you can't do that.
Just watch me.
But I'm going to Ben's house tonight. It's his birthday party.
Well, I'm sorry.
I was so annoyed with my mom, but I knew that there was no use trying to argue with her. She never changed her mind once it was made up. I went upstairs to my room and sat on my bed. What can I do? I don't deserve to be treated like this. I'm beginning to think she isn't even my mom. My mom would never normally treat me like this. She's never rude and mean. Why has she suddenly started acting this way? The more I thought about it, the more I began to be suspicious that there was something else going on with my mom. Something was making her act differently towards me, and I was determined to find out what it was. So I decided that I would do some snooping. The following morning, my mom left early to go to her job at the accountant's. I watched her drive away, and when she was safely out of sight, I went upstairs to her bedroom and began to look through her things. Everything seemed pretty normal until I noticed something strange on her bedside table. It was a man's beard razor and shaving cream, and there was a disposable telephone. I was so shocked. So that's what's been going on. My mom is seeing someone. But who? And why would this new boyfriend make my mom act so differently towards me? You see, I've never known my father. Mom told me that he's some loser who doesn't deserve our time. And to be honest, I've never been bothered to find out more about him. I've always been happy with it just being me and my mom. She's enough for me. But now it looks like I might have a new father. But if it means that she's going to treat me so badly, then I don't think I want her to have this new boyfriend. That night when my mom came home from work, I didn't mention anything to her about finding the razor and other stuff. I pretended as though everything was fine. And mom wasn't too mean to me, so we had a reasonably good night. I had probably only been asleep for about an hour when something woke me. What's that? I listened again. There was a noise coming from my mom's bedroom. I opened the door and turned on the light. I thought you read. The sight before me made me freeze mid-sentence. Instead of seeing my mom with her new boyfriend wearing my mom's clothes. Who are you? What did you do with my mom? What do you mean you're my father? My father ran away and left us when I was very young. The man sat down on my mom's bed. Colin, what's going on and what you've done with my mom? The man looked at me and sighed.
First, I wasn't female. Then I came up with the idea that I should dress up as a woman on a job. So from that moment on, I spent all my life pretending I was a woman. I had to pretend to you that I was your mom. That's why I told you that your dad had left us. I needed for you to believe that I was your mom because I couldn't risk you spilling the beans. I need my job to support us.
My dad had a good point, and I knew that he had only done what he had done so that he could provide me with a good life. Well, now that I do know, you can stop being a woman, at least when you're not at work.
Well, that will be a relief. It's not easy pretending to be something I'm not all the time. You're not angry with me, are you?
No, of course I'm not. I loved you when I thought you were my mom, and I still love you now that I know you're my dad. I ran over to my dad and gave him a big hug. Do something?
Of course, anything.
Why were you acting so mean to me before? My dad sighed again.
I'm sorry.
And ran towards me and put her arms around me. I didn't know what to do to someone that I never knew existed. I had a mom, even though I now knew that it was actually my dad. But all my life it was my dad that I had missed.